What's up, family? It's your girl, Jen Ether. You're back with another episode of The Report Tarot and Tools. We're going to get straight into it tonight. We're going to do a Divine Masculine / Karmic check-in and just see what's going on with their energies. So let's just pull. I use the Lover's deck, the Romantic Oracle deck. I think it's the Romance Oracle. That's what it's called. Please give me the mutual energy between the Divine Masculine and the Karmic, please. True love. This is the love, the romance of a lifetime. Please give me the energy, please, between the Divine Masculine and the Karmic. Maybe one or two more cards to complete this story. Indeed, a romance of a lifetime. We cannot deny that. If you've ever dealt with a Karmic, you do know it's the romance of a lifetime. In good and bad ways. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, so let's get a little bit more. So it looks like they could be going away on a vacation. The Divine Masculine and the Karmic. Or they're retreating from each other, vacationing from each other. One of the two. Ace of Swords comes out. The Ace of Swords comes out, y'all. So, yeah, this is talking about new beginnings, cutting things out that no longer serve you. But let's see what comes out with it or on top of it to clarify. Give me one more, please. Yeah, so this is like cutting out any type of feelings of anguish. This is my hospitalization. That's what this card represents, like healing card. So this is cutting out just basically the need to have to heal. This is, remember when you're dealing with like karmic cycles, it's like, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Groundhog's Day, but that's the best thing I could describe it as. Groundhog's Day. He wakes up in the same day over and over and over. It's the exact same routine, exact same day. So if you're in a karmic cycle and it always ends, I know in my karmic cycle that I went through, it usually ended, even if it was a great fucking day. It could be, I mean, there would be times where, I mean, I love my karmic. Yeah, I mean, we don't deal with each other like that, you know, hi, bye, shit like that. But there would be times where we'd be literally on top of the world, like having a great time, like a great fucking time. Like, oh, I love you. This is so fun. And then by the end, fucking done, dude. Ah, fuck you, bitch. Or excuse me, like, you know. But yeah, it'd be going hell. Like, damn, what happened? I just 4 hours ago, it was so cool. So, but, and then it's like, if you're stuck in a karmic cycle with a person like that, and this is like the karmic cycle of the relationship, then it's like, okay, this is going to happen over and over. Anytime you're having a good time, it ends like this, you know? So the mutual energy is being tired of going through this, being tired of really feeling this way, you know? King of Cups, being tired of being basically in their emotions, but not being able to really show their emotions. Because the King of Cups does have emotions, but they're very stabilized with their emotions. They're stable. As you see, this King of Cups is on a concrete slab. So they're stable on this foundation. They don't have to necessarily crack. But I almost feel like that energy is also needed so they can go through this healing process and cut out what is necessary. And remember, this is the mutual energy, so they're both feeling this way. So now let's see where this is going. Where's this karmic and Divine Masculine going? Where do they both see this going within the next year? I just did a reading, a personal, and I used that question, so let's use it for this. Seven of Coins. I'm going to write that down. It's going to be the title of the video. Fudge. I never heard of pins. And that's crazy because I really have so many pins. I don't, but I should, because where the hell do they go? Pins are like socks and shit. Where do DM and Karmic see their relationship? In a year. Okay. So I want to remember that. So we're going to focus on this a little bit. Where are they going to see? Where do they see this relationship going within the next year? In the next year, this is the card that came out. The Seven of Coins. This is basically packing up, each person taking whatever they brought into the situation, whatever they have left from whatever went down, and just walking away. Walking away from a long path. So this is a long walk. This is like you were all the way up here, right? At the end. And you have to turn around and walk all the way back with your shit. So it's a heavy load and a heavy burden to carry. But they both are at the point where they both mutually understand that they're being spiritually led to do so, with the dung beetle being the focal point on this card for me always, because dung beetles represent spiritual guidance, right? So I would love a charm, probably a tat. I love dung beetles. Ever since Aladdin, remember that's the symbolization for when the diamond in the rough, when he opened the Cave of Wonders, I believe he had to put the dung beetle together. Also, I believe a representation for your pineal gland as well. So now let's see what else. Don't quote me, but check that out. I believe so. So now let's see. Clarify. Give me more for where they're going within a year. On the DM side, where does he see this? How does he feel about this right now? Okay, so Divine Masculine is ready for a new beginning. He does have money on his mind right now. Clarify for Divine Masculine how he feels about this right now. Way too many. Give me like one or two to clarify this Ace of Coins for how Divine Masculine feels about the Karmic. How does Divine Masculine feel about the Karmic? Too many. How does Divine Masculine feel about the Karmic, please? All right, I'll take this. So the Divine Masculine is definitely trying to manifest a new beginning and call in love in an opposite direction. Not in the direction where he was at, where it's him healing. He's looking into an opposite direction. He is trying to pray his way out of this. So when I say pray their way out of it, like asking for rest in peace, DMX. Lord, give me a sign. You know what I mean? That's where the Divine Masculine's at. And literally on the, like, listen to that song. This might really resonate. I'm probably going to listen to the song afterwards because I've really been in my DMX bag today. Today's the first day I really dug deep into them crates for DMX's music because I just don't really want to, I don't want to live in a world where DMX is not fucking alive and walking. That's not the type of world I want to live in. But, you know, unfortunately, we're forced to live in that fucking world. But that's not a world I ever saw myself living in or ever wanted to live in. But, you know, the dog, thankfully, I can say, is at peace. And like I said, I made a post earlier today. He gave us a blueprint. He gave us a lot of do's, a lot of don'ts on how to walk this thing. So, I mean, we got to use these ascended masters, those who have gone on, those who have put in that work and put in their time here and, you know, lived their struggle. And especially with someone like DMX, who was very vocal, who really showed it to us, who never hid anything, any parts of his life from us. So, I mean, we need people in the world to be like X. Because X, there's people who resonate with your particular story. So when you share it, you're helping a group of people who can only really get that from someone who's really lived it. You know what I mean? So X was a great show representation of what a true, like, disciple is and what it means to come down here to the planet and lay it all on the line, give it all that you got, and to lead with love. Like DMX always led with love. And a lot of his heartache, even down to his drug addiction that was put upon him by someone lacing him at a very young age, a lot of his heartache, and a lot of times when we saw DMX snapping or being upset, is because he was ultimately suffering from a broken heart. Like, that's one diagnosis I could give DMX. Whether it was his situation with Def Jam, with business situations, and of course business is business, but your heart sometimes can't be detached. So the way X was, and it, as genuine as a person and as genuine as he like walked and really led with his heart, whether it was a business contract that was business wise, it was technically right, but on a heart space, yeah, he dealt with a lot of heartbreak. You know what I mean? So down to, like I said, with his situation with the older guy lacing him up, him having to deal with not understanding that heartbreak, like with him not really having a household. So a lot of shit. But yeah, so yeah, Lord, give me a sign. Go check that song out because there's probably going to be some messages in there. But yeah, that's what the Divine Masculine is going through. There may be messages that he has to tell you in this Divine Feminine. So they're watching. That's what the Divine Masculine is doing. Watching, plotting, planning. Wishing and praying and hoping. Alright, so what about the Karmic? What's the Karmic doing? What's their energy towards Divine Masculine? What's the Karmic's energy towards Divine Masculine? Oh, shit. This is different. So the Karmic is walking away. This is the energy. Now, this could be, I'm thinking higher self, where the Karmic once was like really, really super, I'm not going to say gung-ho. I mean, they were once gung-ho, but that's not what the word I'm looking for. They had the energy. Because remember, they both mutually, their higher selves mutually, energetically are tired of this feeling. So it's not even that the Karmic, I don't believe, wants to walk away, but energetically they're walking away. It's like an energetic pull to not be able to do this shit anymore. Oh, shit. Okay, this could also be, okay, I'm seeing it different now because the Empress popped up behind it. So this could also be the Karmic in the background, drinking, kind of wallowing in like the sunset of what used to be their great relationship with the DM, and not watching because they're drinking. So not watching, but they could watch if they turned away, but kind of refusing to watch, almost because, you know, I've been through this. I've had people walk out of my life where it was fucking painful. Like, I've watched, though, you know, like, fuck, the shit fucking hurts. So, not watching, but it don't matter if they watch or not. The Divine Masculine is out of there. They're walking. They got their staff there, and they Moses mode. What did Moses walk with the staff? When you see that staff, that's walking up to Mount Sinai. That's where Moses walked up to, Mount Sinai in the Bible, to get the tablets, the 10 Commandment tablets. I was about to cuss, but I know y'all may be offended if I do so. I don't really care. But, yeah, so Moses walked up to Mount Sinai to get the 10 Commandment tablets, which was what? The 10 Commandments was a new law for Israel. It literally was a new law. A new day had dawned when Moses came down with those tablets. This was a new law. So that's why he was quite pissed when he actually seen them already breaking the new laws. You know what I mean? Before he even got down to deliver the new laws. They was already they was doing stuff that they had never done before. Like, Moses, when he got those laws from God, he felt like they were feasible. Like, all right, we could do that. Oh, yeah, God, thank you for the laws you have given us. We will go forth and definitely proclaim these laws without problem and with much ease. Let me walk back down this long mountain. Right? Literally long. In the movie 10 Commandments, I've always, and this is just a movie, and the Bible is, you know, we're not going to get into that, but this is a movie, but the representation in the movie is Moses starts to walk up Mount Sinai. He's young Charleston Heston. That's who plays Moses. Look it up. Go watch the movie. It's a good movie. And watch the real movie. Don't watch the TV edit. And when he comes back down the mountain, He's like basically got a long white beard, so his hair's turned gray. Now, in my recollection, for me, of course, especially being a child, this was still smart though to be a kid. I thought that's how long it took. Like that was a representation of how long it took. But now there's been more like theoretical explanations to that phenomenon, they would call it, to where his meeting with God transformed him. So anyway, with him being with the staff right here, divine masculine, not him or her with, actual body parts, but energy. And with divine masculine being with the staff there, they're going on this spiritual journey to get the new law. A new law has happened. There's a new law of the day. And they're going after the divine feminine. So that's where they're at with it. So now let's close this out and just see how the divine masculine is feeling about divine feminine. How's divine masculine feeling about divine feminine? How's divine masculine feeling about divine feminine? How's divine masculine feeling about divine feminine? How's divine masculine feeling about divine feminine, please? Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So they are beginning to let go. Why? Because both divine masculine and the karmic are losing the mustard, losing the fight, the will, the energy to keep up this thing that they got going on. I ain't going to, offend too much because I see energetically things are changing. So let's be a little bit more upbeat and positive about shit. So yeah, things are changing. They're letting go of control issues because it's almost too hard to continue to hold on. It takes energy to do this. If you just let go, that's so freeing. Can't do nothing better. I was just listening to that. Look up Ray J. So let it go. Let your troubles free. Instantly lose control. I must insist that you... Yeah. Go check that song out. I got like a little Mike Jackson, baby Mike Jackson, Tevin Campbell type feel. It's on the Set It Off soundtrack. Ray J. Let It Go. Yeah, this is when he was a little kid. Set it off, So go check that song out. But that song is great for this situation. But yeah, they're letting shit go. They want to be free. Give me more for how divine masculine feels about divine feminine. They also see you being free and letting things go. No longer being burdened by the situation. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So they're starting to pay attention to the red flags that they're seeing around them. They're really being keen. Their eyes are being open to things that they didn't necessarily see in the past. They also see that your eyes are very keen and that they have to come and correct because you will definitely be paying attention for any red flags. So that's probably why they're still kind of looking at you and haven't really necessarily come in yet. Give me one more, please. And we're ending the reading. How's divine masculine feel about divine feminine, please? The next year. In the next year, how do they see this going with divine feminine? We'll end it with that. In the next year, how does divine masculine see things going with divine feminine? Then the next year, how does divine masculine see things going with divine feminine? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So they're feeling like this is worth waiting for. And within the next year, they feel like a lot of divine timing is going to be taking place to make this happen. So also, with them letting go of control issues, that's kind of a thing where they're kind of giving this up to the universe to let it unfold. They're not necessarily going to come towards you, it looks like. How's they see this going within the next year? Wedding. This situation involves marriage. So they do see this involving marriage. They do see a marriage in between the two within the next year. And stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So they're planning on really just staying positive about the situation, and they really plan on you doing the same thing. They see that once whatever happens with this divine timing and you guys connect, they feel like you guys will be able to be optimistic about this once you guys actually make that connection. So it looks like they plan on reconnecting within the next year. Which, you know, for some people, y'all don't, well, you can't say you don't care because you're watching. But for some people, by the time the next year comes, you may not care. It's a whole year from now. You may have walked away. Even if you're watching a day and within the next year is tomorrow they show up, you might notice the red flags and say nah. So, you know, everything's different for everyone when they show up, how they show up, if they're good, if they're still in that karmic energy. But I do want to thank you for tuning into the channel. We're going to be doing a lot more readings, a lot more topics other than love topics, a lot more stuff's going on. Also, check out my skateboarding content. I'm learning how to skateboard, so that'll be fun to watch. I'm literally in my first 4 weeks. I think I only got a couple videos up on YouTube, but I'll be editing more of those and putting those up on YouTube as well. So subscribe, like, comment, and share to help me grow this channel. Please, it's very important to me because I'm about to get real busy. Let's get it. I appreciate you for tuning in with your girl, Jen Ether. You have just watched another episode of The Report Tarot and Tools. I'm out. Peace.